Hey guys and girls, how you going? It's Daniel Walsh from Your Property Wealth, and today I'm here to talk to you about my favorite topic, and that is mindset. The mindset of a wealthy person, and how do you become wealthy? What is the mindset? What is the unconscious mind? What is the conscious mind? That is what I want to talk about today. Now, have you ever sort of seen a rich person and their kids, when they grow up, they also become rich? Just naturally, they become wealthy. And a poor person will grow up and generally emulate their parents and be poor or middle class. And it's really hard for them to break out of that middle class into the wealthy or ultra wealthy. Now, the reason being is our programs. We are just one program. This is what our unconscious mind is. Our unconscious mind is a program that is made up in the first 7 years of our childhood. Now, we download this from our parents or from people that are around us. So you can imagine a wealthy person would be downloading different, a set of beliefs to their children than what a poor person would be. Now, if you were a rich person and you had a lot of money, a lot of abundance, you were happy, everything was going well in your life, then what happens is when you have a child, you will be passing that on to your child to say that money is in abundance, that there is a lot of money out there to be had. And they download that in the first 7 years. Now, how they download this is a thing called theta. It's a lower vibrational state of mind. Now, what that is it's sort of like dreaming, it's imaginary. So when you're a child, you go out there and you play with a doll and you think it's a real baby, or you jump under a stick and you think that's a horse. That's what dreaming or imaginary, it's the lower vibrational state of mind, which is theta, and this is how you download all of your information in the first 7 years. Now, there's so many rules around the world and how to live in a society, and children don't actively learn these. They just automatically download these from their parents. They watch their parents and they know what's wrong, what's right. Now, the same thing is when you grow up and you see, a rich family and a poor family. Now, if you were a poor family, you would be talking about money in front of your children and how scarce money is, how hard it is to come by, that you need to save money. If you saw a rich person, you'd be looking at that rich person and saying they're drug dealers. You'd be associating rich with something negative, and you would be saying that there is no money out there to be had. The children that you're bringing up will also be listening to this, and they will start to form a set of beliefs or their program around what you tell them. Now, unconsciously, when they get older, when they're trying to make it in the world, they don't even realize, but their program does not support money or abundance of money, and because of that, they will always struggle to get money. And if they do get money, they get rid of it quickly because they've associated it with negativity around money is bad. So they start to, spend things. So what they'll do is they go out there and buy new cars and they'll buy liabilities and all this stuff because it makes them feel good because they're spending their money, they're getting rid of the money. Whereas a rich person unconsciously passes on these programs to their children on how to become wealthy. They don't even have to be smart. They unconsciously will end up being wealthy because their program supports what wealth is, and that is because their beliefs have been passed down to their children. So how do you change your mindset? This is the biggest thing that I have come across and personally have been working on myself as well as all of my clients. And this is what I want to show to you. It's called affirmations. You need to be going through a set of affirmations to be able to change your beliefs, your mindset, in that there is abundance of money, that there is everything is going right. There is a saying, fake it till you make it, right? Now, if you are unhappy every single day, but you just told yourself every day you woke up, you said, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, and you keep repeating that to yourself, unconsciously, you will end up becoming happy over time. And the reason being is because your program will start to change, but it doesn't happen overnight. This takes a lot of repetition. So you need to repeat affirmations to yourself to be able to have your program reprogrammed, because that's the only way you can do it. Now, if you were to look at, driving a car, when you very first drove a car, it took a long time to learn how to drive a car, right? but once you learnt how to drive a car, you never had to go back and do it again. That is because you've repeated or repetition or driving a lot that eventually it becomes second nature to you. That is unconsciously. That you unconsciously drive, you change gears unconsciously. You don't even have to think about changing gears because you've done it so many times that it just ends up becoming a part of what you do when you drive. It's unconscious. Now, if you want to become rich, you need to change your unconscious mind to be able to support the program that you have. People say all the time, I would like to become rich, but I don't know how. Now, what happens is, if you don't have a set of blueprints that actually will support it, then you will never become rich unless you change the blueprint. So how do you override that? There's two ways to override it. It's hypnosis or repetition. Just like driving a car, if you repeat it time after time, you'll be able to drive a car subconsciously. If you want to change your programs or the way that you've been made up, the way that you think about money, you have to do the same. You have to do repetition. But what happens is a lot of people read books and they go through a book and they start reading it and think that that's changing their mindset, or they put something up on the wall and they look at it and say, oh, these are the things that I want. That's going to change my mindset. That's not what changes your mindset. That's more of a suggestion rather than an affirmation. An affirmation is repeating to yourself, writing it down every day that, this is what you want to become. Being able to surround yourself with other people that are already at that level. What happens is subconsciously, you end up becoming where they are. If you hang out with a person that's worth $1 million, or has $1 million company, let's say, then all of a sudden you will start to look for ideas similar to what they have achieved, and then you'll be looking at that $1 million company and thinking, well, that's not so bad, that's not so hard for me to achieve, why can't I achieve it as well? Now, that's the power of hanging around people that are better than you are, because subconsciously you are reprogramming yourself to become at their level. So if you want to be changing your mindset, you want to be making sure that you have the correct mindset to become wealthy, you need to make sure that you do affirmations, you need to read books, you need to write things down, you need to be very conscious that subconsciously your mindset doesn't support where you want to be and that you have to change it. Now, if you do that and you hang around the right people, subconsciously you will be able to override the program that you have been given and you'll be able to become wealthy. This is what I've been doing for the last 7 to 8 years, and I've been very conscious that my blueprint or my mindset wasn't really at the capability to where I really was wanting to head. So I had 7 to 8 years where I actually had to change that through affirmations, where now I look at different things that used to be hard as now becoming extremely easy to achieve for myself, because I now have a program that supports where I want to be. This is something you need to constantly work on. Now, guys, if you like my videos, could you please like, share, and comment. And until next time, guys, have a great day.